there's so many songs about rainbows. What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, lonely illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish will good and be answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed him. Look what it's done so far. We're so amazing, it keeps us stargazing. What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? Heard them calling my name? Are these the sweet sounds that call the young sailor? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. One day we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Hey friends, this week we're working on something a little bit different. This is the rainbow connection, popularized by the one and only Kermit Z. Frog. I've always loved this tune. It's a great little banjo piece, but it works really well on uke as well. I've arranged this little intro section. It's not exactly the same as the original because it just doesn't lay correctly on uke with that pedal to G in the bass. Unless you have a low G string, then you could do it like that. But I play high G. So what I've done for this intro section, you're gonna put down a G major chord, open, 2, 3, 2, and we're going to pluck the C string, and then we're going to go back and forth between the E string and the A string without moving anything. And then we're going to hit an open C and then strum through a C major chord. And we'll repeat that. It would be generally 4 times, although I only did it twice in the beginning of the play along here. So the intro very slowly will sound like this. It's a very simple little intro, and you can also put this in between all of the verses as well as it's done in the tune, or you can just strum through a G to a C as we did in the play along video. Now there's not too many chords in here, luckily. This is a fairly easy tune. We're doing a 1, 6, 4, 5 progression, G, E minor 7th, C, and D 7th. In here. But what we want to focus on with the strumming is that this is a 3/4 or a waltz pattern. So we want to make sure that we are accenting beat 1 in this. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You hear how that's naturally more accented than the other ones. So for the verse, we can just strum like this. Hear that accent on beat 1, we can do a slower strum through it, or we can strum it just a little bit harder. And let beats 2 and 3 be very light, whether you choose to strum 1/8 notes on them or just quarter notes, just 3 strums, or if you want to do more than that, it's okay to play with the strumming pattern. But we want to make sure that we have that natural accent of 1 going on. Now when we get to the little pre-chorus section where we have C major 7th to B minor 7th, here. In the original tune, we have this drum pattern going through with even 1/8 notes. So I tried to approximate in this just by strumming down, up, down, up, down, up over top of this. So when we get to the C major 7th, it could be... we still have that natural accent on beat 1. We always want to listen for that accent on beat 1, regardless of what the strumming pattern is. But it's nice in these simpler tunes to mix up the rhythmic devices that we are using and not just stick to one strumming pattern the entire time, or one rhythmic device. It can get very boring very quick. That's why it's important to learn a bunch of different strums and rhythms so that we can apply those at any times. And one of the keys here is really to change at different points in the tune. You'll hear that the verses I strum one way, and then the pre-chorus we have this straight 8th feel, almost making it kind of a 6/8 sort of feel. And then in the chorus we go back to just a very light 1, 2, 3 strum, and that's going to help the song just flow along and be a little less boring as we get through it. Now you'll note that I did omit the key change that comes after the little 8-bar bridge section in here. Generally the tune would go up a half step to A flat, but it's not necessary. We have to modify the melody a little bit just to keep it in the key of G, but that would force us to do a lot of bar chords. So feel free to transpose this up a half step if you'd like, if you want to play along with the original recording and really bring it up to A flat just for the last verse and chorus in there. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed this tune, and I'll see y'all next week.